Okay, all of you lucky people get to see the bare face, no makeup, nothing on there. So I've come up with a foundation routine that I am loving right now. Obviously they change all the time because you come up with new products and all that kind of stuff. So first things first, I am using a MAC 185 brush. So this was kind of, I think it was a limited edition, and I'm taking Fix Plus and just spraying the brush a little bit so it's nice and moist. And then I'm taking my Makeup Forever HD. I'm sure you've all seen this in my videos before. And I put about a pump and a half on my hand. I usually don't need that much, but because I never want to run out of product. And I'm starting in the middle of my face, and I'm using really light motions. And I'm not getting too much product on the brush right away because I want to wear as little foundation as possible. So I did moisturize my skin. Right now I am using Estee Lauder Day Wear Plus and a very interesting concoction of Dior and Clinique for the rest of my skincare. I just got it in my eye. Just kind of feathering this out and working it into the skin. If you find that your brush kind of dries out a little bit, that's okay. Just add a little bit more Fix Plus on there. And I'm just really working that product into my skin. Now the key, I find, is the buffing part. You know how Bare Minerals, you buff it into the skin? Well, I find any foundation, if you really buff it into the skin, it looks more real and more natural. So that is what I'm doing. I do a nice little coating over the eyes because I always use a primer anyway. And right in here, I do that nice like kind of feather thing, mostly because I find that sometimes if you get this stuff like little hairs or anything like that, that's, you know, where the hairs on your lip and stuff, if you don't get them waxed, that's where they stick out a little bit more. So I have about that much foundation left over. So I do have quite a bit left over. So I could probably get away with just a pump, but for some reason I always stick a pump and a half on my hand, which is kind of weird, and I know that. Then I'm taking a MAC Select Moisture Cover, and this is NW20, and when I put it on, you'll see it's a little bit like orangey yellow for my skin. I just put it on right underneath my eyes, and I use my finger. I could use, and have used in the past, a MAC 224, but I like my finger the best. So I just put it all the way underneath my eye, and then I pull it down right into this nose area and really blend it down. Now I do sometimes have dark under eye circles, not so much today, but I like the crispness that it gives the look of your under eye. And so I do like this color. In the winter, in the summer, I like this because I don't like that really white strip underneath. But in the winter, for some reason, I like it when it's a little bit whiter and brighter underneath there because it's just a little bit more wintry somehow. So there's that. Anyways, and then I'm taking MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and this is NW15. Not that you care overly much what colors I'm using, because you're going to use the colors that you want to use. And I'm just taking, this is where I take my 224, and I'm just going into those blemishes, and I'm circling around them so that you're getting product on all sides of the scar or the blemish, and you're getting some really good coverage out of it. I had one up here, but I think my foundation did a pretty good job. And then I kind of go around my nose a little bit. And I always smooth it out with my finger because sometimes the brush doesn't get it blended in as well as I would like, and the heat of your fingers is a little bit better. So now we've got kind of the base foundation done. I look very washed out, I know that. I am going to put blush on. So the blush that I'm going to use is called Peachy Keen from MAC. It's this one right here. So it's really, it kind of reminds me of NARS Orgasm, but it doesn't have as many like chunky sparkles in it, which I really like. And I'm using a fluffy brush. I can't read what number it is, they all rub off. For a while I was using the 109 for blush and more angled brushes, and I found that it was harder to get kind of like a glow going on, or like a diffused blush. So I like these big fluffy brushes, and this is one of my very favorite colors. I was looking back at old videos and old pictures, and I was like, man, what is that blush? And this is the one that kind of made me look the best when I had darker hair. You guys missed the blonde hair. I had bleach blonde hair and I wasn't doing videos. I recorded a video, but I didn't like it because I didn't really seem like me in the video. It was very like robotic and strange, so I didn't put it up, but maybe I will just so you guys can see my blonde hair. Anyways, and I'm just kind of rubbing that blush in, and I'm smiling at the same time. What I like is that this blush actually has a highlight to it, so you don't have to add a highlight in there. And right now I'm really into blush with no contour and just like this really kind of diffused blushy kind of thing going on. And really softening it out. So then I'm actually going in with, this is called Accentuate, and it's from the like Sculpt and Shape palette. So this is the Accentuate, and I like to go in with that one just right underneath the eyes, and this sets the concealer that we put underneath there, and it also kind of gives it a, I don't know, it just gives a nice shape to this plane of the face. And it's powder, so it does set everything, but it's silkier, I find. Kind of like a mineralized skin finish, which I need a new one desperately. And that's what I'm going to set the rest of my face with. I'm not putting this over top of the blush because I don't want that saturation of color to go away. And then just kind of blending out that blush again. Now I do find once I put powder on, I don't normally, well, I do normally wear powder, but I didn't for a long time because I found that I looked powdery, and I hate that. All of you know this trick, the Fix Plus. And then I now actually spray a little bit on my hands, rub them together, and just kind of pat it in, because I find sometimes when it dries on your face, it doesn't do what I want it to do. It doesn't make me look quite as dewy. So that is my go-to foundation routine. Obviously, I kind of change it up a little bit when I'm doing, you know, like a glam makeup or something, but this is what I do every single day. So it's not too many steps. There's not too many products. Just foundation, 2 types of concealer, which might seem excessive. This one you can use underneath your eyes as well. I just find this one easier for some reason. And then mineralized skin finish. So I went away from MAC products for a little bit. I was trying out, look at this hairdo. Anyways, I was trying out a whole bunch of different products, and I like the finishes that these ones give me, except for Makeup Forever. HD is my favorite. I tried the matte velvet from Makeup Forever, and then the gel one, and didn't like them quite as much. So anyways, oh, and just in case somebody asks, these are little tuxedos that I did on my nails. Aren't they so cute? I could only do 3 nails because I lost patience. It took me a really long time. I'm not like a super talented nail person, so it took me like an hour to do 3. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a good one.